was being extra racist to me, I almost knocked her whole fucking phone out of her hand. Whether she knows, I was like this close to knocking her phone out of her hand, y'all. Like smacking the whole shit out of her hand on some I don't give a fuck shit. Just for playing with me. Like for real, I was this close to doing that to her. You feel me? Like for real, for real. But I said, you know what? I said, I'm gonna spare her dumb ass because she got more to worry about. But she almost saw that Baltimore side of me. I was gonna smack that fucking phone right out her shit. You feel me? Not even care about the slave catchers or none of that shit, just to prove my point. But I said, you know what? I know she like 19, she young. You know, she don't know what's going on. She probably think telling her lies. I'm gonna let her believe whatever she wanna believe so she can feel safe in her narrative. You feel me? And this is the type of patience that you gotta have in the last of this damage that's been done to us. You can't allow for people to provoke you and get you to react to their ignorance that they're still incomplacent of. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest test for black people right there. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, even while everything is happening, they still can't even gain a simple ass respect. You feel me? That's their biggest problem, and it's so sad, y'all. Shout out to who just like this. It's just so sad. I'm standing right next to her right now, y'all. I almost want to put her on camera, but I said to myself, I said, you know what? She probably like 21 years old or something like that. You feel me? Shorty probably like and the irony, y'all. Hey, shout out Golden Gal. Yo, I see this girl all the time. I see her every rising. Like I see her listening to my lives, and like, and when she would walk around, like I see her all the fucking time. And I don't say anything to her. You know what I'm saying? But you know like how it's certain people that pick up on what you're saying. You feel me? And yeah, she's like one of them. But it's all good though. You know. Like I said, as long as this radiation is here, because I told her, because I said she's sitting, y'all look, the sun, look how much they spraying the skies right now, y'all. Y'all see that? Y'all see how much they spraying the skies? They spraying the hell out of these skies, right? And the sun right there. She's like on the lower, like you see how this seat is right there? It's another one on the other side. I'm not gonna put her on camera, but she's dangerous. She's sitting right in front of the sun, and she unnatural as shit, and she just soaking in front of that shit, y'all. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. The lack of awareness of these people not knowing who they are, for even why their anatomy is facing consequences. I guarantee y'all, if their own species got on the news right now, and their species was like, uh, um, they're unnatural, and you shouldn't be outside in the sun. Like, let's say hypothetically speaking, if they was to say that, right? If they was to say that to everybody, y'all, I guarantee you, this species, they would still be outside in the sun. And I'm gonna tell you why they would. Because even the complications that they're facing right now, they don't want to act like they're facing. Or the residual effects that we see, right? We see them looking like tomatoes. We see the rashes. We see the photodermatitis. We see the melanoma. We see the respiratory issues. We see the neurological issues. We see all of this. Shout out to my people that just came in here. We see all of this shit, right? But even with all of this shit, even birth defects, their babies dying. You know, they're dying at a faster rate than they're giving birth, the babies, right? Even while all this shit is happening, what are they still trying to do, y'all? They're trying to act like that sun ain't hurting them. Y'all, she overcompensated. I lie to y'all not. Like, I literally just said, that's a dangerous game that you're playing by sitting right in front of the sun. You know what she said? She said, oh, I'm going to sit in front of the sun. I'm like, okay, because you don't know what's happening to you on a cellular level. All them animals that make you up as an organism, woo! You get what I'm saying? I'm like, if that floats your boat, you feel me? And I'm saying this from saying, shout out all my human beings in here that fuck with me, because I fuck with y'all. You feel me? But I'm just saying though, you feel me? I'm just saying though, respectfully. You know what I mean? Like I'm like you out there motherfucking, that shit is crazy. And me, y'all, I'm just chilling at the end of the day, because look, whenever I speak to doctors, y'all, and I talk to them, or I speak with anybody with like an actual common sense, like their frontal lobe is working properly, they don't have an undeveloped brain, they're worried about not just what's in front of them, right? They don't have a short attention span. Whenever I speak to these people, right, even if they don't know what I'm saying, they won't counterattack something that they know that's true. That's one of the ways how I know, even if you don't have an exact understanding of what's going on, you have enough of an understanding of knowing that it's not for the greater betterment of your species. You get what I'm saying? And this is worldwide. So I'm saying anybody that really doesn't understand genetics, for a white person that's never heard genetics a day in their fucking life, they forgot about cannibalism, they forgot about the 1600s, they don't know anything, right? Say hypothetically speaking, they don't know anything. They know they're not natural to this planet. You feel me? They know that shit. You know? That's why I don't even be trying to point it out to them, because it's like I'm not an angry person, you feel me? But I understand how dangerous they are to us and how much they're gonna withhold their lives for any little bit of control, to have them feel right off of our division. Like I really understand that. So, like I understand, why the sun is separating us from them right now, even if they don't understand why the sun is separating us from them right now. You feel me? Like for real, I'm telling y'all this from an anatomical standpoint. You feel me? Like this shit is real. Even the goddess just went in with her goddess. She heard what I was saying. She knows what's going on. You feel me? Like it's certain versions of us, y'all. We know what the fuck is going on. So shout out to everybody in here. Nah, you said nah, Vera. What it is? The life of Chelsea. What it is. Ain't nothing. I'm just over here just speaking briefly to people. I told y'all this is our biggest test. You feel me? I said no matter what, the two things that they're gonna use that's the last of the power that they have, right? Is money. I want to say religion, y'all, but I can't even say religion because that's being debunked so much. I can't even say religion. So I'm gonna say the money because of the division, right? It's still money brackets and stuff. So the money, and then the money and hold up, I got off the tip of my tongue, and it's gonna come to me in a little bit, but the money, not the religion, the money and just really them just acting like they're natural, y'all. You feel me? Like if you notice all the ways that's showing really what's what, that's all in the area of how they're overcompensating. You notice that? Like you've never seen as much white people trying to be out in the sun like never before as right now. I've never seen as much white people trying to be soaking in the sun and stuff. You feel me? Why is that? And even so, with the residual effects that they're having, you never seen this much white people doing it. It's because they know that we know that they're not natural. They know that their world is getting over anything that's being exposed, like they're overcompensating like the last of it. You feel me? Like I said, y'all see how much they spraying the skies right now. Look at that shit. They spraying the hell out of these skies because they know what's up. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that? Y'all see how much they spraying that shit? You feel me? You really got to see how much they spraying the skies. They spraying the skies because they're trying to refract that energy. You feel me? They're trying to refract that energy that's coming off the backside of that planet that they can't explain, that everybody ain't conducive to. You feel me? That's really what it is. So it's a beautiful time, man. So peace, power, abundance to everybody. I love y'all. I value y'all, man. Don't in these modes, put it like this. You said it looks beautiful. Helps bring in space consciousness. I feel you. I feel y'all. You feel me? Hey, I hope y'all got y'all popcorn ready, and I hope y'all got y'all smoothies ready. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. Like shout out Arky and shout out the Life of Chelsea. Shout out all y'all. You feel me? Right, just a fun colony on Earth. You feel me? Like for real, it's beautiful. I'll be trying to put myself in people's shoes when I know they try to attack the chosen and it doesn't work. I wonder what that feels like. Because I never been the type of person that tried to like attack the chosen people or anybody for that matter. I never been like that. So I don't know what that feels like, but it must be like a dry feeling though. Like you can send certain energy to somebody, trying to make them feel less than themselves and it doesn't work. And you still keep seeing them and you keep coming to somebody's live that you so-called don't like, but y'all keep coming to my live. Y'all want my information. You know, it's my insight. Y'all must care what I'm saying. Or maybe one day that some of y'all feel like that. Maybe like I'll give in or something. But while these changes are happening on my planet, y'all realize that my anatomy is vibrating like this, right? Let me tell y'all, it's like this. Y'all realize that, right? Y'all realize that, right? From a soul standpoint, every black person, but some of us are happening faster. Y'all realize that, right? Y'all might not. I don't know, but if you don't know, let me be the first person to tell you that's what's happening. You know what I mean? Everybody's anatomy isn't changing as fast as the next neuromelanated being. You feel me? That's some real spill, I'm telling you. You feel me? And it's just beautiful. I'm just happy to be black at the end of the day, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. You feel me? The fact that I'm black, I can't complain for shit. You feel me? What y'all doing right now, though? What's up with y'all? You know what I'm saying? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Before I say this, shout out my human beings, because I know it's Europeans, Asians, and Arabs that fuck with me, right? And they understand what I'm saying without attached feelings, and they know y'all know what y'all species has done. That's why y'all all on the internet going crazy right now, right? So shout out y'all. But I will say this, from a complex organism standpoint, I will say this though, even with me shouting out my human beings, I will say this, right? With y'all from a collective, right? From a collective majority standpoint. As a lot of this information, is coming out about really what's what on the planet and stuff like that, or how we should protect children and stuff like that. Now, whenever like remember I was talking to y'all earlier and I was saying like when people hear truth and stuff, they put their hand, they go like this and like act like they're looking at a watch. Remember I was telling y'all that and I was breaking all of that down and stuff like that. One of the also main things that they do when like even when you're not talking to them, they just hear truth. It like truth comes in there. They don't even got to be in their body in there. Well, technically, I'm about to say something that's really not associated with that, but it don't even got to be directed towards them directly. But just off of them hearing truth, like this shows you how really what's what. With where we're at, right? Think about. I'm not speaking about yesterday. I'm speaking about today. I'm speaking about today from a known standpoint, right? But a lot of this stuff that people are finding out has been going on, right? It's been going on for the longest, right? But just hear me out, though. Hear me out, y'all. Whenever you come across, whenever it's unnatural people that hear truth, right? And now, so we know now that the system is connected to children, right? The wildest inhumane stuff happening to children, diabolical, unhinged, right? Why in the world would you try to smirk or laugh about a system that's protecting the toxicity of children being harmed in any shape, way, or form? That lets you know how evil you are, you feel me? You're laughing at the fact that children are being harmed. You know what I'm saying? Think about what I'm saying, y'all. Like, yesterday, hey, excuse me, goddess. Yeah. Yesterday, when people would laugh at this system, right? It was just them laughing. It was just them laughing at the system, right? But today, if you're laughing at the system, you're laughing at a system that's set up that's harming children. You feel me? You know what I mean? So when I'm talking to y'all and I'm on a podcast and I see like their mannerisms of the animals that I already know that make up their DNA, regardless if they want to take accountability or not, and I see them like laugh and overcompensate and act like they're over happy and shit like that, they don't really realize how disgusting that they are, y'all. They're disgusting as shit. Like you're literally laughing about a system that's harming children and that you feel me? And it's funny, right when I said this, I saw from my peripheral vision, she was looking at me the whole time, but she didn't get up till I started saying this with children. And she felt the energy with her species, that's what they be on. Like, I'm glad that it's coming out about what's happening with children now. So, because like I said, before when y'all would laugh at us talking about the system is genocide and stuff, y'all was able to just put it in a box of it being just this system. You feel me? And that alone. You know what I mean? I feel you, bro. They muted my shit, but I feel you, bro. I feel you. Not yet. I feel you. You know. Oh, I appreciate y'all. Oh, damn. See, that's how quick I be muting people. Well, damn. He was making like it was funny of somebody trying to tell me anyway, so he needed to be muted. But nah, yeah, y'all, it's real. It's real. You know. It's real, y'all. John, what I realize is people low key pay more attention to you. And what I mean by more attention to you is they go out their way. Yo, I can't even tell y'all, even if I'm not asking for help, yo. I definitely understand why they muted me because of what I'm talking about, y'all. That's why they keep muting me. You gotta remember a lot of the information that I have and shit, y'all. You get what I'm saying? That's why more recently I've been making sure I'm staying in tune with the comments because I'll be talking so much real shit and I won't realize I'll be being muted, y'all. Nah, for real, gang. Why they muting you on YouTube? Because they scared. Test. Hey, shout out. You feel me? Yeah, yeah. I'm from Baltimore for real. City. Let me take you shopping for nice things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. Me again. They just muted me again, y'all. I don't know how long I was muted just now. Hey, excuse me, bro. You think you could spare anything for a trainer at all? If you have any change or anything? I definitely understand, bro. Like, y'all see how fast they muted me just now, and I unmuted it. You feel me? Yeah, yeah. You feel me? You feel me? They keep muting me. It's because of how powerful I am, y'all. You feel me? Like you gotta realize, like I can't be compromised by this system. Anybody that's in my situation dealing with what I'm dealing with, they're not gonna have the strength that I have in continuation to even spreading the information out. Definitely not the main thing. You feel me? But I'm on this, y'all. know? What are y'all doing right now though? What's good with y'all? I hope all is well with y'all. You know what I mean? For real. Hey, excuse me, sweetheart. By any chance, you think that you could